Good morning, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Spadone. I'm coming to you live from my front door. Oh, there's a car. I did something pretty cool today. I wrote on my front door, not my door, but my glass window, my glass door, with dry erase marker. And I have sentences on there that you need to fill in with words that have suffixes at the end of them that we worked on this week. Oh, there's my dog. Hi, Chance. So I'm going to read the sentences to you. I am not telling you to write on your door. I'm not telling you to write on your glass. I'm not telling you to take a dry erase marker and do the same thing. I'm just showing you what I did. And I'm going to show you what you can do. You are not allowed to do this unless you talk to somebody who lives at home with you. You are not allowed to do this. I'm not telling you to do this. I did it on my door. You are not allowed to do it unless you talk to an adult at your house. I'm going to show you what you can do though. Again, going back to that gallon-sized bag and sticking a piece of paper in there. All you need is a dry erase marker, and you can write the word on the bag and use it as a dry erase board. So if you want to test yourself to see if you remember the suffixes, the word with the suffix, if you remember how to spell them, you can use a dry erase gallon-sized bag, use it as a dry erase board, and you can write the word on there. So test yourself, see if you can get these correct. I wrote sentences that are going to have words that we used already. So if you want to get your Suffix storm paper, and if you want to get your Mr. Sunny suffix, and if you want to get your flower that you made, you can look at the words and try and figure out what word goes in each sentence. All right, I know it's hard to see, so I'm going to go very close and I'm going to read the sentences to you. Okay, you don't have to write the sentence unless you want to. If you want to write it on your bag, go ahead. You could pause this video. That's what's great about YouTube. Okay, number 1. Michael seemed blank for not completing his homework. I know it's hard to see. I'm going to try and get a little closer. Michael seemed blank for not completing his homework. Michael seemed blank for not completing his homework. What do you think goes in that blank? I know it's hard to see, but listen to what I'm saying to you. Michael seemed blank for not completing his homework. Look at your papers and try and figure out the word. If you said regretful, you are correct. Now your job is to remember how to spell it. Regret, regret, and then the suffix F-U-L, regretful. I know it's hard to see that one. Regretful, that's a G. Regretful. Michael seemed regretful for not completing his homework. So if you wanted to, you can write the word regretful on the bag. Full of regret. He feels bad. Number 2, we're right here. I know it's hard to see, there's houses and trees, but I thought this would be a fun activity. Sevi walked into the classroom and gave me a blank grin. Sevi walked into the classroom and gave me a blank grin. Use your context clues, boys and girls. What am I talking about? Some kind of grin, and I know a grin is something that you do with your mouth. So look at your papers and try and figure out what word best goes in that sentence. If you said toothless, You are correct. A toothless grin. Sevi walked into the classroom and gave me a toothless grin. That means when she walked in, she kind of gave me a little half smile and she had some teeth missing. A toothless grin. Number 3. Remember, write these words on your dry erase board, your gallon-sized bag that you're using as a dry erase board. Remember, you have to use a Expo marker, a dry erase marker. And if you do not have that, just get a piece of paper. And if you want to write the sentences, you can. You could pause the video. Number 3. When Castle first joined our class, we noticed right away he was very blank. Remember to look at your projects that you did this week to find the word with the suffix that makes sense. When Castle first joined our class, we noticed right away he was very blank. If you said friendly, you are correct. Friendly. Friendly. Now notice how the ly changes the word friend. Friendly. How is he? He is very friendly. Okay. My dogs. Charlie Chance. Hi, boys. Okay, number 4. Cade and Kane are getting teeth. It is very blank. Cade and Kane are getting teeth. It is very blank. And those of you that are watching this video that don't know who Cade and Kane are, that's Mrs. Spadone's little twin boys that I had. This one's a little hard to see because of the tree in the background, so I'm going to stand up. Cade and Kane are getting teeth. It is very blank. Oh, and I actually missed the bottom line. Cade and Kane are getting teeth. It is very blank for them. If you said painful, you are correct. Full of pain. It hurts them when they get teeth. They're cranky. Cade and Kane are getting teeth. It is very painful for them. Okay. Number 5. Mrs. Thomas and I love how Adiani and Abdullah's table is always blank. Remember, boys and girls, you're not just making up words. You have to use the words with the suffixes at the end that we did all week long. Mrs. Thomas and I love how Adiani's and Abdullah's table is always blank. If you said spotless, you are correct. Spotless. LESS changes the word spot to to be spotless means it's very clean. Mrs. Thomas and I love how Adiani's and Abdullah's table is always spotless.
Get your food and put it on the table. Keep your mouth.
Number 6. If you have a bellyache, it can make for a very blank night. If you have a bellyache, it can make for a very blank night. What do you think it is? Look at your projects and try to find the word that makes sense in the sentence. I see the word night, so I know that using my context clues helps me figure out the word that goes into the sentence. If you said sleepless, you are very right. Without sleep. If you have a bellyache, it's going to be hard to go to sleep. So it's going to be a sleepless night without sleep. Boys and girls, I know it was hard to see some of these sentences. You could stop the video and start it again. I thought I would do something different instead of just writing on paper. Again, please don't go and write on your parents' door. It is not okay to do that unless an adult is with you and says it is okay. Please use your gallon-sized bag to write the words, write the sentences, whatever you want to do. Happy Friday. Next week we are going to move on to something new. I hope you enjoyed making your suffix projects this week, and I will talk to you again next week. Have a great weekend. I miss you very much. Bye-bye.